I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis. I got my room with this. I'm a trip for this.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me start y'all off with the little bop, the bop of the day, okay?
Miss USA for 1 year. That was only 265 days. You don't have a picture perfect life. You don't have a picture perfect life. You don't have a picture perfect
I'm gone
life.
with the wind,
You don't have
fabulous.
a picture
I'm
perfect
fabulous,
life.
honey.
You don't have a
I'm
picture
gone with the
perfect- you don't have a
wind,
picture
fabulous.
perfect life. You don't
I'm
have
gone
a
with the
picture
wind,
perfect
fabulous.
life.
I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. Look who's old and washed up now.
You say I'm fake. I say I'm fabulous. You say I'm old. I say I'm fabulous. You say I'm ghetto. I say I'm fabulous. You say I'm crazy. I say I'm fabulous. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous.
Kenya says she gone with the wind. Did Kenya Kenya twirled her way on up out of that door, did she? Kenya twirled her way up on out of the door. She twirled and dropped the peach. She twirled so much, baby. The peach is gone, okay? The peach is gone. The door is closed. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Let me start at the top and work my way down to the bottom. Good morning, Mama Bees. Coming in at number one. I know that's right. Good morning, dear Yvette. Good morning, my good sis. Coming in at number two. Hey, Hill 75. Good morning. Hey, Sound Check Annette. Good morning. What's up, Tamika? Good morning. Hey, Aries 66 coming in at number three. Good morning. Hey, girl, baby. Good morning. Hey, Nene Love. Good morning. Hey, fabulous Linda Greer. Good morning, Terry T Baby for life. Good morning. And did Nene Love? I think I got everybody. I think I said good morning to everybody. If I miss anyone, charge it to my eyesight, not my heart. But good morning. I'm going with the wind, fabulous. I'm going with the wind, fab. Did Kenya twirl? Now I know. I got my boxing gloves on this morning. I got my boxing gloves on this morning, y'all. Okay. I got my boxing gloves on this morning. Did I know Team Twirl is out there? I know y'all, baby, y'all long and strong. I know that. But did y'all watch the episode last night? Do y'all feel like Kenya twirled her way on out the door? Do you think Kenya was vindicated? How do you feel? Did you watch the episode? Because a lot of y'all ain't even watching. So I don't know. But if you haven't watched, I'll get you caught up on what's going on and what happened with Miss Kenya. Because, baby, Kenya twirled her way. Kenya lost her damn mind. Let me tell it. Kenya lost all her marbles, okay? Hey, girl, what's the tea? Good morning. Kenya lost her top. She did too much. Okay. Let me play this real quick and then we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I had to start off with Gone with the Wind because I just wanted y'all to get a visual of how Kenya twirled her way up on out the door. Hey, Cynthia. There was no vindication for me for Kenya. Did too much. She put I agree, Tamika, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Like I said, I got my gloves on. I'm ready for Team Twirl. Okay. I am ready for Team Twirl. I'm ready for y'all. Let me play this. I saw this on IG last night and I thought this was so funny because is this not true from all the seasons of RHOA? how they act. Let me play this clip. Hold on. Let me unmute it first.
Until you get a husband, do not address me. Know your place. A man didn't choose you. A man didn't choose you, okay? Y'all better get her. Because she ain't that a man and she's talking to me. And she has the nerve to talk about my ring. 80 carats, bitch. Where is your ring? She's just mad because she ain't got a man and I have a man. What does she have? A successful business? A beautiful child? So we are currently getting divorced. I get that man everything, you know, and the cheating I can handle, but when I found out he slept with my brother, it was too much. It was just too much. So now I just put myself first. You know, I'm doing yoga. I'm hanging out with my girls. I'm going traveling. Like I always say, you don't need a man to be happy.
Is that not how the girls act by the time season 2 come, baby? They be my man, my man, my man. My man, my man, my man, my man. And then by the time season 2 come and the man gone, child, I just need to focus on myself. I just need to focus on myself. The ring gone, child. Their whole personality be their husband until the husband gone, child. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. Yes, she got her get back and it got her gone, but I believe it's only fair now that we know Brit threatened her with a bang bang. She should be gone. Well, she's not. She's not. Let me tell you what Kenya messed up. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly what Kenya messed up. Hey, Q Catrice. Kenya did not play her cards right. I think the only argument that people have in defense of Kenya is Brit was wrong and she should be gone too. Well, the reality of the situation is she's not. So, I mean, we kind of got to move past that because the reality is she's not. And you know why she's not? She could have very well been up out of there. Kenya, if Kenya would have played her cards right, Brit, she would have had the momentum coming into the season. Kenya would have had the momentum of the season being like a fan favorite. She would have had the audience behind her back due to Brit's actions and words. She would have been able to capitalize off on this, and she probably would have been able to turn a profit with her business had she not allowed her, had she not went so low. Okay, she would have been able to capitalize off of it and turn it around in her favor. In the end, Kenya would have won had she played her cards right, but she did not. My good sis did not play her cards right. My good sis did not play her cards right in any form or fashion. Kenya had a grand opening. Okay, so Brit, we saw last week. They let us see last week, and I think I actually have to give kudos to Bravo. I know a lot of people don't want to give kudos to Bravo because they feel like both should be fired. But I actually have to give kudos to Bravo because they didn't hide. Both of them lied coming into this season. They didn't hide either girl's actions. Okay. So coming into season 16, you know, it took about 16 months for Sweet 16 to premiere. We had all these rumors about what we heard, what we seen. I personally saw Michelle A.T. Brown's you know, I'm a member of her Patreon, and I saw that she was at the event, and I saw her behind the scenes footage of people coming out, people telling her what had happened. So I knew, and I feel like Michelle Brown is a trustworthy source. So I knew what I had heard on her stream and in Patreon. She later deleted it, I think, but she's talked about it on her channel. So I was like, yeah. So, you know, she was telling what she had heard at the event because she didn't go in, but she was outside. Thank you, Hill 75. So my thing is, okay, last week they showed Brit lied because if y'all remember, if y'all go back, Brit was saying that she never threatened Kenya with the pow pow. And she actually did. She didn't per se say, I'm going to pow pow you, but she did say, I told, you know, pow pows and whatever. You know, she insinuated. there was an insinuation. She didn't, like I said, she didn't directly say, "Oh, Trick, I'm about to pow you," but she made an insinuation. Girl, what's the tea? Because we got to get the tea, sis. We got to get the tea straight from the A. So, okay, so Brit lied about that. But Kenya has been gaslighting and lying the entire time too, because Kenya has been saying she never did any revenge pee. She never showed anything. She doesn't know what anybody's talking. She was acting like the posters would make believe, like people were making it up. She wouldn't do such a thing. Kenya, why are you? It's the delusion for me. Because why? I don't know if they thought that it wouldn't air, if they didn't know where Bravo was going to go with it. Because why they was lying, talking about they didn't do what they did, and they knew they did what they did. Both of them lied. Prior to this season airing, both of them were lying, talking about what they didn't do, and both of them lied, okay? Both of them did exactly what they said they didn't do. Okay. So, last week they showed Brit making the insinuation with the pow, which was very low, gutter snipish. Hey, Samantha, we back, sis. Hey, how I see it. Thank you. I ain't gonna be at the 10 a.m. Yeah, I have to have surgery tomorrow. But while I had time today, I decided to come on at 10 o'clock. Okay. But I'm glad to see y'all ladies. Two beautiful content creators, how I see it, and Samantha Elvie, Samantha Uncut. Good to see you, beautifuls. So both of them lied prior to this season airing. Brit lied saying she never, made the threats, and Kenya lied saying she never showed any revenge pee. The posters were made up. She would be vindicated. People are lying on her name. Both of them were lying. We see that both were lying. And again, I give Bravo their just due, because they showed both women's actions and what led up to Kenya not being able to film for the rest of the season. So if you watch the end, they did not say Kenya was fired. They just said they put her on a timeout. So, I mean, she may come back for 17. Nowhere did it say Kenya was fired. It just says we decided not to continue filming with her for the remainder of the season. And I'm going to get into where I feel like Kenya messed up. When there was a threat, when you feel like Brit made a threat to you. Hey, Moonchild. Yes, they both lied, Moonchild. Both of them lied. Both of them were saying what they didn't do, and they both were shown to be lying. Okay, so when it came to Kenya, when she felt like Brit made a threat, where Kenya went wrong was not following, and it's easy. Trust me, I'm gonna crash out myself. It's easy to not follow protocol, but when you're dealing with like workplace type things, you really have to follow protocol, because you can lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Okay? You gonna lose your job. Is your coin worth going to the gutter? Because baby, you keep talking about you gotta feed what's her name? Brooklyn? What's Kenya's daughter's name? I forgot her name. What's her name? Is Brooklyn? You keep saying you gotta feed baby Brooklyn, child. You keep saying that the hair store ain't doing too good. The hair care, the hair whatever, baby. We seen how the beauty supplies has stopped selling your stuff. You got this place that you opened up is not really getting any foot traffic, and you took your moments, Kenya. Okay, it's Brooklyn. Thank y'all. You took your moment. That was all. You had press there. You had all your friends there. Bravo finally gave you the moment to shine with your business so that you can get some foot traffic up in there. You had all these people there for you, to look at you, and you took that moment and you gave it right on to Brit. I don't understand. Kat, it's crazy. Thank you, sound checking that. We actively working on not crashing out, right, Court? We actively working on the Hill 75. We are actively working on the crash outs, okay? Y'all pray for me. So, Kenya had it all lined up. It was beautiful. The girls were there, but Portia called it. If y'all paid attention to the episode, Portia called it at the beginning. When they were outside, all the girls were talking. When they were asking like if Brit was coming, this before Brit and Kelly showed up. Portia was like, well, it may not be a good thing for her to come because I know Kenya, because, she had her spats and her battles with Kenya. She already know how it go down because she's already experienced Kenya for herself. So my good sis was saying, like, I don't think it's a good idea for her to come because, listen, I know how Kenya go. And Kenya, when Kenya mad, Kenya is mad. And Kenya goes straight to Hades, okay? Portia had clocked that T. Portia clocked that T before Kenya even popped up. I mean, before Kenya popped up and before Brit popped up, Portia clocked that T. Angela Oakley was over there like, no, I told her to come. I think, she's apologetic. She wants to come. Everybody was saying, yeah, she wants to come. Some were saying, I don't know. Some were saying, yeah, let her come and apologize. Brit is in the sprinter coming in with Kelly. Brit is telling Kelly that, she brought flowers. She wrote a handwritten note. She's very apologetic for what she says. Now, let's be very clear. Hey, Mama V. Hey, Mama V. Let's be very clear. You do not have to accept anyone's apology. You can reject a person's apology. If you feel like you don't no longer want them in your space, your energy, she does not have to accept the apology. That's her prerogative. But Brit did come with the intention to apologize. She had the flowers. She had the handwritten note. She said that I don't know if the aunt passed away before or after. I don't know. They put the aunts passing away in that. It's really no excuse for what Brit said. I'm not excusing what she said. But I talk rough. So I can't really be too harsh on my judgment because I talk crazy as hell. That's why I don't like people to argue with me because I talk crazy as hell and I might say some shit and then y'all be like, but Court, I sure the hell do. I talk crazy as hell. Hey, Dark and Lovely. I talk crazy as hell. So y'all take it with a grain of salt what I'm saying, child. Take it with a grain of salt what I be talking about because, child, when I have my crash out, child, ain't no telling what the hell come out my mouth, okay? But anywho. But this ain't about me. We judging these other people and what we seen on TV, okay? So Brit is coming with her apology notes, her flowers, white flowers for pure intentions and all of that good stuff. She gets to the event, everybody welcomes her. She tries to, now they go inside. Kenya notices her. Kenya immediately makes his face like, bitch, I know you ain't walk up in my hair spa. Like, I know the audacity. But apparently Kenya knew she was coming because Kenya had this whole shit set up. Like, Kenya had this whole thing set up. And Kenya didn't even say, I don't know if they didn't show it in sequence, but Kenya didn't get up there and say, y'all, thank y'all for coming. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me walk y'all through the spa. Let me give y'all a tour. Let me tell you what amenities we have in this spa. Kenya just got straight down to business. Hey, peace, love, and light. And I'm like, girl, what? So when Kelly and Brit come in, Kenya goes to greet all the girls. She actively ignores Brit that's trying to apologize and trying to hand her flowers. She actively ignores Brit. So Brit is like, okay, I get it. She hugs everybody goodbye and she decides to leave. Kelly stays. They came together, but Kelly stays. Brit's like, I'm just going to exit. She ain't feeling me. She don't want the apology. This is her event. I'm going to leave. So Brit was not actually in the building at the time of the pictures being exposed, but she was outside of the building. Kenya chose the wrong venue. You took your shining moment. That's what I didn't understand. That was her moment. Low-key, Kenya has some mental health issues that she needs some therapy. I hope she gets it for Brooklyn's sake. Listen, but do you think she would have pulled that out if Brit would have not shown up? Brit wasn't in the building though. I don't know. I think she already had it planned. I don't know, Mama Bees. That's a good question. I don't know. I can't. I didn't think about that. That's something I got to ponder on. Laugh out loud. They wanted Kenya out so they can get someone else cheaper. I'm so disappointed she's trying her business. So you said Bravo said we ain't got that much money in the bank. We ain't got that much money in the bank, child. And Kenya is twirling our pockets. Okay. Good morning, AJ. Kenya did it to herself. Brit had made a good decision to leave and not cause a scene. I thought that was a very good decision because some people would have still stuck around like, okay, she just ignored me. I'm going to let her, she'll come around. I came all the way to this event. I think it was good that she removed herself. She didn't let it escalate. She already knew she had messed up and she removed herself. I do think that was a smart decision to just go on and take yourself on out out the equation. Hey, Girlfriend Chronicles. D says, but why was Brit still outside waiting if she actually left? Because she came with Kelly. So I don't know if she was waiting on Kelly. I don't know why she was still sitting outside. I don't know if production told her to wait. I don't know. I don't know why the hell she was still outside, because I would have called an Uber and got the hell on. Kenya's biggest mistake was doing what she did at her. That was, to y'all, why would you take your moments? All these people are here for you. She could have did that like a next episode somewhere else at a dinner. Like she could have called a dinner together with all the girls or something. You wanted to just do it because you know, I always say you can't tell people how to react to disrespect. I think that revenge, I think that was totally out of line and disgusting. It's something I would never do because I tell y'all certain stuff. I talk shit. I'm a shit talker, and I might slap you. But I ain't really lowbrow as far as like, you know how they be doxing on YouTube and stuff like that. Like stuff like that, I'd be like, what's the reason? Stuff like that ain't my, you know, it ain't my steez, okay? It ain't something I would do. But, you know, I ain't too harsh on judgment either, because child, we all know that I ain't wrapped too tight my damn self, okay? I'm still team Twirl, as I do not like what she did. Brit's apology to her was forced. That helped admit every word she said at that event. I can go for that. I mean, I think if you say it in the heat of a moment, I honestly think that's something you've been thinking or something you know, I agree. Her get back should have been amongst the ladies, and maybe, yeah, that's what I think she should have done it. Like, not should have done it, because I don't think she should have done it at all. I don't agree with what she did at all. Let's be clear on my stance. I don't think she should have did that shit at all. Like, that's not the way to retaliate. But why would she take her moment and taint it like that? Like, girl, you had press there, you had Bravo there, you had all these people, you had past and present, you know, Bravo celebrities in there. You know what I'm saying? You had the hair queen Ming Lee, who get ready to be on Basketball Wives in there. You had Miss Lawrence, baby. Manetta made an appearance. You had influencers there covering the events. Girl, like what? Girl, what? Queen grabbed her own collar and threw herself out the door. I agree, Tamika. I still love my Aquariuses, but Kenya was so wrong as fuck. But Brit, Team Twirl on your behind the rest of the season. They are not feeling Brit. They ain't feeling Portia either. But we'll get into that, because baby, they dragging the hell out of Portia too. Dark Lover said, it just don't make sense with all the money she put into her. So it don't make sense. So Kenya, after Brit removes herself from the event, Kenya goes on. The girls of RHOA are all gathered at the front with Kenya. And Kenya starts making this speech, talking about how she's been disrespected, how she's not going to tolerate it, and how she decided to look into who is this whole Brit Edie. Mind you, Brit outside at this point. She said, I had to look into this whole Brit Edie. She pulls one poster up. Bravo then puts up this disclaimer. Bravo is saying, you know, due to the graphic nature of the photos, we decided not to show them. Of course, I'm sure you can't show them, Bravo. So they're showing these posters with these, you could tell it's pictures, blown up pictures posted on the posters. They're showing them. She's showing them. She talked about the lip fillers on one. So then somebody, I think it was Portia, was like, if this the first photo and she's pulling out more, she's like, what the hell? How can you go worse from this photo? So then she pulls out. Can y'all hit that like button, please? And thank you. Thank you, sound checking that. Hey, Peggy. Good morning. So Portia then's like, you know, if this the first one and she got more, damn, you know, so the first one had to be rough. Then she keeps going. She pulls out about 3-4 posters. One poster you can hear, I think it's Cynthia. They play like an audio of Cynthia. So I don't want to see nobody sucking. See? Cynthia like, oh, hell no. So you could just tell, y'all. So I'm going to play a clip. I have the Neighborhood Talk has a clip up. So I'm going to play that clip. You could just tell the look on everybody's faces. Now, there was a couple of people laughing, but most people, you could just tell people how they were fidgeting. Hey, Valerie, you could tell how they were fidgeting. Like some people were touching their hair. Some people's facial expressions were like you could see people leaving out the door because Kelly decided to leave. And it was like a few people leaving at the same time as Kelly, like hitting the door. They were leaving in droves. People were looking crazy as hell. People's face was scrimmaged. So it was like very uncomfortable. You could tell it was an uncomfortable, whatever they were seeing on those photos. Well, we know it was apparently Brit giving oral sex to somebody. But the faces of everybody, you could just tell. You could just tell. So let me get this clip up and y'all give me, look at everybody's, look how people are touching their hair, leaving out the door. Look at their facial expressions, how uncomfortable people were watching revenge corn. Because that's what it was. It was, corn. Let me get my computer being a little slow. Okay, this is not the clip that I wanted. Hold on, yeah. Excuse me. Is this not the clip? No, this is not the clip. I got too much stuff open. This is what I do every time I have 50, 11 things open, and then I can never find the clip that I want. Is this it? Let me see if this is the clip I want. Hold on. This might not be the one I want. Okay, so it says Kenya gives her final message after the last scene of the Sweet Six of the season. To the cast of RHOA Sweet Season 16, I wish you all an incredible season. She said, and it says, it shows what they're saying. Bravo saying it says, based on Kenya's behavior, the decision was made to cease filming with her this season. So I'm taking that as she could return, y'all. You have been my besties. This is Kenya's note to like Team Twirl. You all have been my besties for the last 12 years, and I love and appreciate you so much. Last year, you cried with me when all of my hard work from the salon was cut by production, and none of it was shown. I want to thank all of my friends who showed up for me and who support me on a regular basis, who love me down. So Team Twirl, she gave y'all a note. She thanked a couple of people. Miss Lawrence, thank you for gracing us with your presence. You are a star. Hope to turn our segment into a TV show, God willing. Special thanks to the event planner who always throws the most stunning events. Thank you to the most gorgeous models who helped make Kenya Moore hair care so iconic. The cast of RHOA Season 16, I wish you all an incredible season. To my friends and family, thanks for loving me, flaws and all. Thank you all. Thank to all the stunning women who have patronized Kenya Moore Hair Spa. I love making you look beautiful. Love and blessings to you all. And here it is.
I was saying all this stuff like, you don't know the I am. I'm like, no, I don't know who you are. So I did a little research and I found out who this bitch is. What is this? So who is this hoe? Who is this hoe? Brit Edie is her name. This the same girl.
Oh, I'm not doing this.
We see the nose jobs, the lips, the fillers, all that.
She need a pipe down. Ooh, you're crazy. Ooh.
That's number one.
If this is just the first one, where is this going?
My good private investigators found some more evidence for me. So yeah, she used to be a video hoe. Yeah. She was a trap hoe video hoe. Okay?
Kenya, my girl, what is happening? We are going down a rabbit hole.
I've been in some videos where I was a leading lady. I was making stacks for an appearance.
Everybody been a hoe in their day. She been a hoe too. Come on now.
So this woman was...
Okay, so that's the people, you saw some people laughing, some people leaving. By the time she got to the last photo, child, the people were like, I got to go. By the time Kenya got to the last picture, baby, they said, okay, you know what? Portia said, everybody, let's go. Let's wrap this shit up. We got to go because I can't be a part of this. It done went too far, okay? And Prune Juice, Portia is a hypocrite. Bravo is horrible because you let Phaedra go for her actions of rugs and dungeons, but brung her back after this. Kenya probably be back. Kenya be back. Kenya be back next year. I think... Now, listen, do I think what Brit did was wrong? Absolutely. But I think the narrative, this is for me, the narrative that people can't focus on what Kenya did to get herself out the door. Kenya did it to herself. Kenya did it to herself. Kenya could have filed a police report. She could have kept pressing the issue with production. You would have filed that police report. They would have had to do something. You could have called. You could have taken to your social media. You could have done something you have a whole team Twirl behind you. You could have done something other than what you did to get yourself up out that door. And again, it would have worked in her favor. Had she not stooped to that level, it would have worked in Kenya's favor because everybody would have been Team Kenya and would have been pointing the finger at Brit. It would have been nothing no one could have said when Kenya said, I feel violated, because all we would have had to do was play the clip of Brit violating her, and everybody, including myself, would have been behind her. Everybody. And I think Kenya's coming back. I think they're going to bring her back season 17. I think the relationship has been strained for a long time with Bravo. I don't think it's just, this. It's been strained for a long time. Even with her CK interview, she was talking about Bravo. So it's been strained for a while. Bravo is not, Bravo did Nene dirty. Bravo has done plenty of people dirty. This is not just exclusive to Kenya. Kenya did some actions and she has to deal with her actions. And I just think we got to stop coddling her like she's 12 and she don't know what she did. She showed corn. She showed somebody, she blew up a picture of somebody giving oral to a man with a penis in her mouth and showed it at her event. We're not going to coddle grown women doing dirty things because we feel like somebody did something. She knew what she was doing. And there's consequences and actions. You can say, I don't feel like it's fair. Life ain't fair. When has life always been fair? Because I don't know. A lot of stuff don't be fair to me. I see a lot of stuff that don't be fair in my own life every day. In this YouTube stuff, I don't see a lot of stuff that be fair. But life ain't fair. You still got to watch how you decide to proceed. And that's why I always think, when I be thinking of my vengeful ways or how I'm gonna do something, I always think, what are the consequences? Do I mind going to jail? Do I got bond money? Do I mind my reputation being, you know what I'm saying? I be thinking of all that shit because I already know what come with the decisions I decide to make. I already know what come with it. You got to start. You can't just. Now, although I may be a crash out, I'm a crash out that think about shit. I be sitting there thinking. I don't just be, I ain't going to act too quick because I already know. Do I want to go to jail today? Do I want to, you know what I'm saying? Am I able to take the backlash of what I'm about to do? Am I mentally capable of taking on the action that I'm about to do? Some action behind it. So if I'm able to take it on, then I got to take it on with whatever may come with it. I'm lost. I didn't see what Kenya did was wrong. You don't get to threaten me with guns and whips and play like you don't know. Nobody gets to threaten you, but you don't see what's wrong with corn. Then I can't tell you nothing, because if you don't see what's wrong with that, then I'm not the type of friend or person that's gonna tell you, yeah, do that shit just because it feel good to you, just because that revenge feel good to you. No, because she could have. There's 100 ways to skin a cat, and if the only way that you think you can skin a cat is in that manner, and then I ain't saying what she did. I ain't saying, okay, listen. Like I said, to me, what she did was too low for me. But if that's what you want to do, why the hell are you crying about it? That's my only thing. My only thing is she crying about it. She ain't acting. She acting like, I don't know. I didn't do. First of all, like I said, both of them lied. Brit and Kenya lied and said they ain't do nothing to each other, and both of them was lying. So now that we have the evidence that both of y'all, how it started with Brit and her threats. And it was indirect, but her threats. And then you get Kenya and what she did. Both of y'all turned out to be lying, because Kenya, before the season aired, she said she did no revenge corn. She didn't do anything. She wouldn't do her event like that. She doesn't know what people are talking about. Brit was talking about she ain't threatened nobody. Both of y'all was lying. Both of y'all lying, okay? Both of y'all are liars, okay? Bottom line. Both of y'all lying, and both of y'all have been proven to be liars. But when you decide to do something, you got to take on whatever come with it. You can't be crying about it later. Well, why you didn't do that? Well, you knew she wasn't fired. You knew she wasn't fired. Did you consider your job when you did what you did? You too focused on this lady. You got to worry about self because ain't nobody going to take care of you like you. If Bravo dropped the ball, then you should have been putting pressure on Bravo. You should, like I said, Kenya would have done better had she just talked a little bit of shit, did a little something, did a little Kenya antic. She would have had the audience behind her. She could have spearheaded a campaign of how she felt disrespected, and people would have been behind her in droves. Kenya handled that wrong. She just did. She was wrong. I don't want to go nowhere. If you tell me I'm coming to your spa, your hair spa, and it's a grand opening, don't show me no zits. Don't show me no pie. Don't show me nobody giving no oral. I don't want to see that. Don't do that. Because I'm going to cuss you out. Like, girl, you tricked me here under false pretenses. No, ma'am. What should have taken place is production should have not approved of the clapback. Everyone want a moment, including production. Listen. Portia then went on. They went outside. Portia asked them to mic her, cut the camera off, act like she wasn't there. It was, and then, like I said, if y'all watch Michelle ATL and Brown, I don't know if y'all, she has a Patreon. I think she's re-uploaded the video. I haven't checked, but in her Patreon, this was a year ago. Michelle had all the footage of the people coming out. It was people coming out in droves. You just had to be in her Patreon a year ago. I think, like I said, I think she's re-uploaded the footage, but Michelle had it like a year ago. And I did a video on it like a year ago. Kenya should have called the police and pressed the issue. Baby, you get the police involved and you press that issue. Baby, Bravo would have had to concede, or you, like I said, you would have had so much backing behind you that something would have been done. Sometimes it's the long game. Sometimes we want a rapid revenge. We want to see something happen to somebody rapidly. And that's where we mess up. Sometimes it's a long game. Sometimes it's a long game, y'all, and that's just bottom line. Sometimes you might not see the results of somebody getting their just due the next day. But give it a minute. Give it a minute. Let it be the long game. The difference is I would have cried because when she tried her at the table, she should have been crying. I agree. Kenya should have been crying, sobbing, acting like a baby. Help me. I need help. I'm scared. I need to file a police report. I cannot film with her. She should have been doing all that. She sure should have. That's how she should have played it. I cannot film with her. I'm being threatened. I need security on set. This is I don't know nothing about this lady. This lady has come. That's how she should have played it. Michelle ATL live streamed watching RHOA last night. Well, I saw that, but I didn't watch the whole thing because I was doing something else. But I did see her at Peter's place streaming. I was on her. You was on her live last year. Me too. I was in there getting all the tea. Honey, the people are grasping. They didn't know what to do. The people were in there. Look at everybody's face, y'all. I'm talking about people were touching their hair. You know, when you fidgety, you start touching stuff because you don't know what to do. People were touching their hair. Look at my Yetta face. Do I need to play that clip one time? Y'all pay attention to my Yetta Shaw. Let me play that clip one more time. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me play that clip one more again.
Saying all this stuff like, you don't know the I am. I'm like, no, I don't know who you are. So I did a little research and I found out who this bitch is. What is this? So who is this hoe? Who is this hoe? Brit is her name. This the same girl.
Oh, I'm not doing this.
We see the nose jobs, the lips, the fillers, all that.
She need a pipe down. Ooh, you're crazy. Ooh.
That's number one.
If this is just the first one, where is this going?
My good private investigators found some more evidence for me. So yeah, she used to be a video hoe. Yeah. She was a trap hoe video hoe. Okay?
Kenya, my girl, like, what is happening? We are going down a rabbit hole.
I've been in some videos, but I was a leading lady. I was making stacks for an appearance.
Everybody been a hoe in their day. She been a hoe too. Come on now.
Child, look at Shamia and Drew, baby. Drew was looking very disturbed. Drew was looking very disturbed, child. Drew was looking like, what? Drew, child. Shamia's mouth was open. Sometimes you learn that every battle is not yours. Wait and then speak when victory. Listen, and that's something I'm learning, Chronic. I'm telling y'all, sometimes you be wanting, and I'm speaking from because I know sometimes you be wanting to see shit. You be wanting to see like, I want you, you know what I'm saying? You be wanting to right then or rapid, but sometimes you just gotta wait. Sometimes you just gotta wait on it because if you make one false move, then it's gonna boomerang onto you. Sometimes you just gotta wait on. People are shocked and disgusted. Is her shop still open? And if so, how is it doing? Michelle be talking about it all the time, but you know Michelle don't really like Kenya. But she always say that it ain't never open. Don't nobody never be in there. She said it's a content creation space. She said ain't no hair spa. So I don't know. I've never been. Maybe I need to take a trip to the hair spa to see if it's open. The people were uncomfortable. Yeah, Peter was answering some good questions last night. Girl, what's tea? I gotta watch it. What Peter was saying, because Peter messy. Da 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 da. I can't even listen. It hurts my heart. She went out like that. That was not thought out. It was a rash pipe. Yeah, it wasn't thought out. Kenya could have really capitalized on it. Brit being a newbie, Brit does not have a fan base. She's new. This is her first season. Hey, Lonnie. She does not have a fan base. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. She does not have a fan base. She was new. Nobody knows who she is. Kenya is certified. Kenya OG. She's certified. Well, not really an OG, but she's been on there since like season 3. She 12 years. She got her certified fan base, people that love her good, bad, or ugly, and different. She could have really capitalized had she played her cards right. But Kenya, I don't know if Bravo told the girls, hey, CDW, I don't know if Bravo told the girls, look, we struggling. Y'all got to turn it up. We need the heat because the newbies have been coming in, especially Kelly and Britt. They came in feeling like they had targets. Kelly was coming for Portia's jugular, and we've seen Britt just come for Kenya for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So the new girls already came in with like a chip on their shoulder. I don't know if Bravo told them, listen, we're going to bring y'all on, but we need the heat. We need y'all to turn it up. We need y'all to spice it up because I don't know. It's been a lot of everybody been putting 20 on 10. And I don't know where the hell it's coming from. But Kenya could have capitalized. Hey, Kenya played her cards right. Kenya could have capitalized. She could have twirled on. Baby, Kenya could have been queen of the franchise. Okay, Kenya would have dethroned Portia coming back. Kenya could have really ran with this situation had she not taken. And to top it all off, y'all, bottom line is this was her moment at her event, and she made it all about Brit. You took a moment that was a whole episode that was dedicated to you and your events, and you made it about Brit. You gave Brit all your time, all your energy, all your shine. Hey, Miss Blackberry. Like, how dreadful? How dreadful? How dreadful is it to put in all that hard work, all that, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, finally get Bravo to actually show your hair spa. You have this big event, you put all this money into it, and you give all your attention and energy to Brit. And Brit wasn't even in there. Brit wasn't even in there. You didn't even get to see her facial expression. She wasn't even in there. She had an exit stage left. She hadn't told you about, okay, you don't want her apology, I'm about to go. Why at that moment when she left did you not continue to say, okay, I'm gonna take my moment back and get her on another day, get her on another scene? Because you lethal with the tongue, you lethal with your antics. You could have done anything else. Corn Kenya. I remember Potomac, last season of Potomac, everybody was saying that Mia was, you know, making the season Love and Hip Hop. She was dirtying up the season. I think reality TV has gotten to such a point where the shock value is gone. People are doing anything. I think the shock value just with reality TV, the bar is so far in hell that everybody is just doing any and everything. And I don't think nobody got no moral compass no more. what are them checks? I need to see what them checks looking like, because at what point do you be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that shit now. I might talk a little bit of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just, at what point? And then everybody is posting these things like, I stand with Kenya, I stand with Kenya. What do you stand with? What do you stand with? Hey, Brittany, what do you stand with? I don't stand with that shit. Like, I could be cool. I can appreciate Cynthia. Did y'all see when Cynthia, at the end of the scene, I don't have the scene pulled up, but at the end of the scene, Cynthia said, Cynthia stayed behind. Everybody had left, Portia, and who else? Angela walked out. Angela was saying that she was heartbroken for Brit. She was disgusted. Portia was telling them, Mike, her cut the camera off, act like she wasn't there. Shamia was kind of just sitting there looking crazy. Drew and Cynthia stayed behind with Kenya. Cynthia then says to her face, and I can respect this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Cynthia. I'm not a huge Cynthia fan. I ain't been a huge Cynthia fan in a long time. But y'all can say what y'all want to say about Cynthia. She told her to her face, listen, I know you better than that. What you did is a no. I'll have to talk to you later about it in depth. But I got to go. I can't stand here and act like, she didn't just say it just like this, but y'all get my drift. I can't stand here and act like what you did is okay with me. And she said it to her face. I can respect that, because you don't always need friends to tell you in your wrong that you right, because those are not friends. Those people will keep you stuck in bullshit. You're never going to come up out of bullshit if you always have people around you like, yeah, I have people, a lot of y'all be like, Court, nope, we not gonna, nope. Even though I do it anyway. But at least y'all tell me. At least y'all be like, nah, we ain't going down that road. We ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna, hey Mimi, we ain't gonna run it like that. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? You have to have people around you that's gonna tell you the truth. Because if you have people that uphold you in bullshit, then you end up out of your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You gonna end up without a job. Because you got too many yes men telling you that bullshit you doing is okay, and it's not. So I can respect Cynthia for saying, listen, sis, I love you. I'm happy that you had this opening. I hate that you took this moment and you didn't make it about yourself, but I ain't with this, but we'll talk later. And let me show this. Let me show this clip. Let me show this clip real quick. Hold on. Let me pull this up. And this is something that on social media, and we'll talk about this clip.
A friend and they do something wrong or something you don't like, I don't think you align yourself with the enemy. I think that you stick with your friend and you say, look, we were friends. I liked you. You did this and I did not like that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to align yourself with the enemy. When you have a friend,
Y'all, not I'm just talking and my mic muted. No, I'm talking to my mic muted. But this was a clip from Watch What Happens Live, RHOA, years ago. This is when the season, I think maybe season 3 or 4, when Kenya first came on. Y'all remember back then, Nene and Cynthia were thick of thieves. They were the best of friends. They've had a strained relationship ever since Kenya came on the scene, and Cynthia switched up on Nene and went to Team Twirl. Okay, so Nene is actually in this clip talking about Cynthia switching up on her for Kenya. She's saying, like, even if Cynthia felt like she did something wrong, she's supposed to tell her. She's not supposed to like go against your friend. That's your friend. And so Kenya mad because Cynthia has publicly denounced her behavior. And so she shares this clip. But baby, the clip was about you, Kenya. The clip was about you. It didn't hit like you thought it was going to hit, baby, because the clip, she was talking about you. And don't try to use Nene now. Because, see, when y'all was ganging up on getting Nene off the show, when y'all was talking about the doors closing, y'all was laughing at Nene. Baby, don't try to use Nene words now. Don't listen. One thing about it, two things for sure. I don't play about Nene, Mariah, and Melody, okay? Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. I also don't think Cynthia's lining with Brit. I think I don't think she's lining with Brit either. I don't think that either. I just think she like, hell to the no. She just calling out what she see. But I'm just looking at it like, girl, they was talking about you and how it was okay. Now, and this is a lesson for me too. Like I said, a lot of this stuff applies to me too. It's funny to call out behavior when it's beneficial, when it happens to you. And this is some sometimes you got to do self-reflection. Self-reflection is very important. Self-reflection is very important, you guys. And that's something, like I said, a lot of stuff it can apply to myself. Self-reflection is very important. You can see behaviors and things that people do, but because it's done to somebody else, you don't call it out. But then when it's no longer beneficial to you, or the person then switches over and starts treating you the same way or doing the same behavior towards you, then it's a problem. I think that's why I'm saying people stay stuck, because you have to start calling out the behaviors when you see it, not only when it happens to you. Not only when it happens to you. And like I said, that's a lesson learned. It's a lesson I have to learn myself. When you see the behaviors and the tendencies and the stuff happening to other people, and you just remain silent and you act as if you don't see it, it's kind of like, are you able to cry about it when it happens to you? Are you able to complain when it happens to you? Because what about the other people that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably sitting back laughing like, uh-huh. Like 50 Cent's son. Y'all remember when 50 Cent's son was laughing at Lil Meech when they I guess they still actively in that beef, and he was like, "Oh, you thought you was special? Hey, sister, go, sister, soul sister. Hey, soul sister." He was laughing. He was like, "Oh, you thought you was special, cause you was laughing when my daddy was dissing me, but now that my daddy dissing you, you thought you was special." You know what I'm saying? So it has to, sometimes self-reflection. Kenya, you can't use that because Cynthia is no longer beneficial to your bullshit and she's calling you out. Now you want to, rally up Team Twirl against Cynthia. No, ma'am. Cynthia did the same thing and you were okay with it. So no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Kenya got in between. Yes. And she was happy that Cynthia chose her side. She was happy. She was delighted. And now that Cynthia is like, yeah, I ain't on your side. I don't think what you did right now, you trying to use Nene quotes. Ma'am, don't do it, okay? Now, what they need to do is bring Nene back on the show. This would be a good way to usher Nene back in on the show. Because, see, y'all let everybody else back. And if they let Kenya back on season 17, Team Twirl, y'all in the building. Team Twirl, I'm telling y'all now. Let's bet on this, Team Twirl. I'm telling y'all right now. If they they already done let Phaedra back. They done let Portia back. Again, I tell y'all, I think Portia should carry the same amount of Portia should have had the same kind of banishment that Phaedra has. People keep putting this scarlet letter on Phaedra like she was in it by herself. I feel like Portia was just as guilty. But that's a conversation for another day. Listen. They didn't let Portia back. Portia drugged Kenya by her hair. Portia drugged Kenya from the rooters to the tootle. Okay? Portia been let back for everything. Portia laid hands and feet. Portia and Cynthia almost got to fight. Like, Portia did a lot of stuff, and Portia's constantly overlooked, and she's brought back. Okay? Portia's constantly overlooked for the stuff that she be doing, and she be brought back. Phaedra, we know Phaedra coming back this season. Okay? Everybody gets to come back after doing some type of act. They already put the disclaimer out. The disclaimer said, we just stopped filming with her the rest of this season. That, I don't take that as we're not going to ever film with her. And the way y'all be going crazy in the comments, baby, they probably bring her back to try to save it if they continue on with the franchise. But I'm gonna go on the limb and say if Kenya come back, y'all done brought Phaedra back, y'all done brought Portia back, y'all bring Kenya back, Nene better come back. And I'm standing on that. Oh, I'm boycotting Bravo. I don't care if I have to boycott the studio by myself. If y'all let everybody else back, I don't care how y'all say she got the big head. Kenya still running around like she ain't did nothing. Kenya still on Twitter acting like, thank y'all for the support. I love y'all. I have been vindicated. I am innocent. I never brought any post. She's still running around like that. The girl still running around like she don't know what the hell happened. She don't understand. Baby, the level of delusion. Baby, I need Kenya's level of delusion to manifest, okay? Because, baby, the level of delusion that she's acting like she don't know where the hell this shit coming from. She don't know. Bravo is just crazy. I need that level of delusion, baby, because I'm a millionaire. Kenya, help me manifest this $1 million, baby, because you be in La La Land, okay? That's because Andy has a secret crush on Got to. Bravo hates Kenya. But I said that, Brown Sugar. I said at the beginning, the relationship has already been strained because if y'all remember her interview with CK, she talked about Bravo a lot. And so you can tell their relationship has been strained for a long time. And I think Bravo, I think this was like the last straw for the timeout. I think the relationship has been strained. I think people are looking at it as this an isolated incident. I honestly, my whole heart believe the relationship with Bravo and Kenya has been strained for a long time. Go back to that interview. She did. I know y'all don't want to watch CK interviews. I don't want to argue with y'all. I don't want to argue. I'm just saying, if you forgot what she said in that interview and you go look at the timestamps, the relationship with Bravo has been strained for a long time. Team Twirl needs to go to the salon. Come on, Team Twirl. Y'all better go to that salon and run them numbers up, baby. The best revenge is living well, okay? The best revenge is living well. So if y'all really Team Twirl, go run them salon numbers up, baby, because she needs it. That's why they need to stay away from Carlos. Look, he always bringing the trouble. I don't care what anybody says. Nene is great TV. Do you hear me? Nene is great TV. I don't care what nobody say either. Nene is great TV. Y'all, we're going to come back later. We're going to talk about Married to Medicine. I have some unpopular opinions on Married to Medicine too. We're going to talk about Married to Medicine. Nene will get the girls together, baby. So wallow them up. And Nene didn't do what Kenya did. So what's the problem? She sued them. She took the route that she was supposed to take. The salon is closed. Not the salon closed. Team Twirl. Not this. I love Nene. Me too. I love Nene down. Nene is great TV, y'all. Some people just got it. Some people just naturally. Some people are good supporting characters, and some people are just main character energy. And Nene is just main character woman show. Nene has not been on the show for seasons, but her taglines still ring to this day. They still ring to this day. Like, Nene is just that girl. Whether y'all want to give her the props or not, Nene, name another housewife that did what Nene did. Nobody. I can't think of not one housewife that had the impact that Nene had. I would give maybe Portia and Kenya close seconds, but none of them have been able to do what Nene has done with the franchise. Unpopular opinion, Simone is the real villain or Married to Medicine. I don't think so, Brian. Come back, Brian Sugar. I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Brian Sugar. We're going to talk about it, okay? We're going to talk about it. Nene is definitely great TV, like her or not. Like her or not. Like her or not. You know who, somebody I don't like who was entertaining as hell on the front. I cannot like somebody and know that they made that franchise pop. Now, whether it was a Coke or not, whatever it was, Jocelyn on Love and Hip Hop. Jocelyn always delivered. Do I like Jocelyn? Did I think Jocelyn was crazy as hell? Absolutely. I sure no got mad when she just jumped on Tammy for no reason. But Jocelyn was like, Jocelyn was that girl. She made she made it good TV. Now she took it too far sometimes, but I do not. Jocelyn is not my cup of tea. I don't hate Jocelyn, but she ain't my cup of tea. But she was good TV. When I was watching, see, hey May, I see you got on your May outfit like you always do. Okay, my favorite will always be the ghetto. Listen, my favorite is, let me see, what is my favorite with Nene? Bling bling bling, bitches is mad. I don't know. I just love Nene. Okay. Hey Aisha. Hey, to be real, I like her. Do y'all think Nene will come back if they really got rid of Andy? I think Nene will come back. Andy there, Andy gone. Nene wants to. I feel like Nene want to come back so bad. That's all Nene. It's like she can't get her footing. Nene was so talented because she did TV, but I feel like I think the franchise needs her. But yes, I think she will come back. Nene did what she should have done by taking her case. I think she did the right thing too. A lot of people judge her for that, but that's what I'm saying is the right avenues to do stuff. I think she took the right avenue. She did get a little settlement, and look, now she back working with them. She's not back on RHOA, but she's back doing like the red carpet stuff. So I mean, the door ain't closed. Apparently, the salon is open on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, according to its business website. Okay, y'all make some appointments to go see Kenya. Mine is not the white appliance, not the white appliances. Nene is incredibly talented. Absolutely, Nene wants to come back with or without, and yes, she wants to come back bad. Nene will come back if they call Nene right now. Nene on the first flight to save the franchise. Okay, Nene will come back, and who would be tuned in? It's me. Okay. Nene opened the door for others to sue, but no one gives her credit for this. Sure don't, D. Tell the truth, Shane the devil, D. I think King Hair Spot is really open. God's Child just said it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday if you go to the website. So I guess you have to make an appointment. If you make an appointment on those days that it's open, then you can get in the spa. And that's probably just to keep stragglers out because Kenya is a celebrity. So yeah, I would definitely watch if Nene came back. I really think I'm telling y'all now. I'm telling y'all right now. If they bring Kenya back 17, they've already brought Phaedra back. Portia get a pass every other week. I'm boycotting if y'all don't give Nene her show back. If y'all don't give Nene her show back, I'm telling y'all ain't gonna hit a listen. Y'all gonna be tired of me. Y'all gonna turn me off. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. I asked my friend that works in the area. She said that even though the site says the business is open, it's never open. Michelle Brown says it's never open. Michelle Brown lived down the street. She said it ain't never open either. So I don't know, child. Now wait just a minute, Glads. Bloop. Listen, y'all. I'm telling you, Nene taglines go for days. Hey, Chanel number 5. Nene taglines go for days. Okay, we still say glasses to anybody with some glasses. Okay, glasses. So Nene taglines go for days. Bloop. Buy wig. We still say buy wig to this day. So that's just my take on it. I feel like as much as we want to blame Brit for the demise, I think Kenya handled it all wrong. Kenya could have really could have took this season by storm. She could have she could have did her big one with this season. I don't condone corn. I know I say I go to hell and you can't tell people how to respond, but it's just some stuff I know I ain't gonna do. I'm not capable of doing. I'm not capable of pulling no corn pitch. Now I ain't saying I might not. Somebody send it to me and I ain't be like, damn, you a hoe, and I might not talk about you because I'm gonna pop my shit. I'm gonna talk about you, but to actually post them and show people, y'all, come on now. Y'all, come on now. Be for real. Be for real now. No, I can't. Hey, Heloise, I can't get with that. I ain't about that life. I ain't about to post you sucking no peen and doing all that stuff because after I post the pictures, then what? Then what? Then what? I'd rather just slap you and go to jail for that than corn. if I'm a risk you suing me or sending me to jail for some stuff, or my reputation, I just go all out with violence and a bang. That I will some pictures, child. I'm just balls out, okay? But that's my take on last night's RHOA. It's like I had something else up. Did I show y'all all my clips? Let me see. We're gonna end with our good sis though. Because, Kenya gave 12 years, her and baby Brooklyn. She gave 12 years of her life to the franchise, baby. And she realized that she wasn't bigger than the program. She wasn't better than Nene, baby. They got rid of the GOAT, baby. They will get rid of you, okay? If they got rid of the GOATs, they don't give a damn about you. Okay. She finally fucked around and found out. Hey, be true. Everybody been hate designs of decor more. Everybody been laughing at Nene for all these years. And Kenya finally fucked around and found out. They don't care about none of you. Okay. They don't care about none of y'all. We're gonna end with our good sis. This how she left up out of there, y'all. This how she got herself up out of there. Cause I don't want y'all to forget she got herself up out of there. This what she did.
The wind, fabulous. I'm fabulous, honey. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. I'm gone with the wind, fabulous. Look who's old and washed up now.
Bye, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. Kenya came in, twirled her way in, and she twirled her ass on up out of there. And Bravo said, bye, wig. Even though Kenya said sweat, she never had no wig. We have a few pieces up in there, but let me tell it. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. Check your post notifications for when I go live again to talk about some more tea. We're going to come back with Married to Medicine. Talk to y'all later. Thank you, everybody. Hit the like button on your way out if you did not hit it. Peace.